When it comes to matrimonial law, at the McKinstry Company, we can help find a resolution that's right for you.
Our approach to matrimonial issues is to recognise that whilst clearly there are legal problems, the spectrum that the client brings involves a whole number of other aspects. There are emotional questions. Effectively, a family is in crisis, at breakdown, and the legal advice has to take into account not just the black letter law, but the actual backdrop and background to all of the problems that face the client. Some of them are emotional, some of them are personal, some of them are psychological, and there can be all types of issues arising from insecurity about the present, to say nothing of the future. There are many issues in matrimonial breakdown, but there are two which stretch beyond all others, and they are the welfare arrangements for the children and the way in which we try to encourage clients to deal with that very important issue, both now and in the medium and long term, is to try to create a situation where the parents will together work out the best arrangements for the children. Sometimes that, however, will not happen, and in that regard we then offer the advice which is best tailored to suit the solution in the particular circumstances. It's important in matrimonial law to recognise there is no one-size-fits-all remedy, and often what fits in one case would not be suitable in another, and the skill is in identifying what approach to take and what solution to advise in each individual case. The second challenge which comes is generally the financial settlement as between husband and wife. And again, that can be the situation which creates most of the problems, because there are all kinds of individual issues which can be unique to each individual case, such as, was the property owned before the marriage? Was the property inherited? Was it gifted? Is it jointly owned? Or what other issue might arise in regard to the individual ownership and therefore division of the property on an eventual separation? The reason clients choose the McKinstry Company after matrimonial breakdown is primarily because of our long-standing reputation of succeeding in matrimonial issues. We have a matrimonial specialist, we have a long-standing success in matrimonial law, and our focus is very much result-driven. We identify the issues at the outset with the client and take them on a step-by-step way to try to secure those issues. Ideally, our approach is to deal with matters by way of what is called a separation agreement, which encapsulates all of the terms and conditions of the breakdown of the family, taking into account the arrangements for the children and the financial settlement. On some occasions, however, that approach, which is clearly to be preferred both on the basis of cost and certainty, it cannot be achieved. And in those few cases, we have the skill and the expertise to take people through the court process. But our general approach and our advice, almost without exception, is where possible to try to negotiate a settlement which is clearly in the interests of the individuals concerned.
Celebrating 30 years, the McKinstry Company, a law firm for life.